Luckiest Man in America is another IFC film that gives you that throwback feel. This time, we are looking at a story that is based on true events. In 1984, a man named Michael Larson took the United States by storm, especially those who watch game shows, on a show called Press Your Luck. On this show, he would go on to win a record $110,000, but there was a catch. As you watch the film, you're going to really detail and see how the members of the audience were cheering him on, but you're also going to see how the producers of the show were beginning to question whether or not he was cheating. Now, the good thing about this film is that they really set it up right at the beginning to let you know they added their own dramatic scenes and information to it. So while it is loosely based on a true story, they do let you know, hey, some of the character names are changed. Some of the events have a little bit more of an emphasis than what they did back then. So that's good. But as you watch this movie, you're really looking at it from the perspective of Michael Larson, the things that are going on in his head, but ultimately the challenges that he's facing. And so as you watch this, the one part that they really leave out is that he was known for running Ponzi-like schemes. He ultimately died, I believe, in 1998, 1999, trying to hide out because he was the focus of an investigation. But as you sit back and watch this movie, you're really going to see a few different dynamics. You're going to see a friendly, welcoming dynamic by one of the producers to Michael. You're going to see how he really wants him to do well. He's an average American, that this is going to look good and not somebody just from Hollywood. But as you listen and watch the other people that are participating in the show, as well as those that are with surrounding the producer, you realize that Michael Larson is a problem. And so as you watch the character dynamic, I think that this movie does a good job of really showing the concerns that are taking place during this taping. But as you watch the film, you're really also going to see a lot of the personal demons that Michael Larson faces, from his relationship with his daughter, his wife, another man. But then you ultimately realize that maybe this is all a persona. And that is where, when you look at the real story, you understand that it is a persona. Now, as I mentioned, this is another throwback feel of a movie for IFC. IFC is known and does a really good job of making you feel like you're setting yourselves in the position that you would be during the time frame of the film. So in this case, the dress, the picture on the screen was really 1980s like. And I think that is a real positive for the movie. Now, one of the things that I would say would be a drawback, and it really was a bit of a struggle, was the relationship between Michael and his wife. We get bits and pieces of it, but we really don't see what has led up or what has caused there to be such a feeling that he has when she is on the phone or her name is brought up, or towards the end, you will see a specific scene where you kind of see that he's kind of blindsided. And I think the other part of this film that kind of throws you off a little bit is we really don't see the mindset of Michael. We see him come to Hollywood really to seem to get away from things. But I think what would have made this movie a little bit more productive in a sense is if we got to know more of his backstory. We start off right at his audition, and then we go right into the game show. And I think for some, that can throw you for a little bit of a loop. They also do a very good job of adding the comedic timing within the film. And so it's not just a game show type style. You're getting comedy. You're getting random scenes that have you thinking, what is the purpose of this? And then they all tie it together. So let's look at a rating. When I look at The Luckiest Man in America as a whole, number one, I'm glad the runtime was only an hour and a half. I feel like that is perfect for this film. I don't think it should have went anything over that. Now, when it comes to overall rating, for me, The Luckiest Man in America is about a 3.5 out of 5. It's a movie I would possibly watch again. It's not necessarily a movie that I would rush to see again, but it wasn't bad. If you are interested in a real story that has its Hollywood take to it, you may enjoy it. Even if you were born in the 70s and you saw this in the 80s or even before that, you're a fan of Pressure Luck, you may find this movie enjoyable as well. But for me, The Luckiest Man in America is about a 3.5 out of 5. Good, solid movie, an enjoyable film to go see. But it is out now. Make sure to go check out the other reviews I have posted. I just posted a Minecraft movie review. Go make sure to hit the subscribe button as we approach 500, and I will talk to you all later.